What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the relaunch of the Pop Culture Corner. As you can see, I went with the original theme song to the Pop Culture Corner. That was our first ever intro. I'm working on a new one. I'm going to kind of retool a lot of things visually, graphically, and content-wise. So I do want to say thank you for coming. I did take a couple weeks off. But I've been doing a lot of work. As you can see, not everything's right still. We're renovating the studio, and it's been really fun. We're putting a lighting grid up, and we're also going to be able to attach dual cameras for when guests are here. So it's going to be really fun. I have so much in the works, especially with Showcase and with GWW. So I got some stuff to talk about. I haven't been on the air in so long. We got deleted scenes. We got a Halo show. We got Morbius reactions. Yeah, I don't know about that one. But we have so much more, and I'm so happy you're here. So let's fucking get into it. I got my boys, Eddie, and I got my man, William, from the Sci-Fi Center here.
Hey, whoa. Nobody told me about Eddie Diaz being here, man. I need contractual warnings for that guy. No, what's up, Eddie?
What's up, Willio?
I love it.
I think I had enough of you this week, didn't I?
And as always, everybody, guys, make sure to like this video, share it on social media, do what you want, send it to your grandmother, send it to your brother, send it to your sister, mom, whoever, your cousin, your dog. Logan's got an Instagram, right, boy? He does. He really does have an Instagram, and I do use it. Yeah, so there's that. No, but and you can support the show by sending a super chat and or becoming a member. But guys, let's get into the topics of today. There's so many. And first off, so remember that old rumor with Zack Snyder and anything he would do, or if like he had an announcement that he made, DC always put something out the same day to kind of back it up against the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they kind of did the same thing yesterday, if you think about it, because they knew that the BVS anniversary was going to spark a lot of social media attention towards Zack Snyder and his vision for the DCU. And then all of a sudden we get a deleted scene for the Batman. And then it's the Joker. So what I'm saying is, I think Warner Brothers, current regime, they're still petty, and they're still they knew that instead of Zack Snyder trending, they wanted to trend, right? They were they did the same thing. It's the same thing they did before and before and before and before. I can't remember exactly the situations, but I know there's been at least 3 or 4 times where it's happened to Zack. He put an announcement out, and then DC put something else out to kind of overshadow it. So, I mean, what did you guys think of Barry Keoghan? I can't say his real name.
I always pronounce it wrong too. I love the scene. I understand why the scene wasn't in the movie. That is a very graphic interpretation of the Joker. It's a very disturbing one to look at. This scene reminded me a lot of Silence of the Lambs, Quid Pro Quo. And I thought that was great. Like I said, it's just another interpretation of the Joker, but I understand where it did not fit into the story. So I understand why it is a deleted scene, but on its own, I thought it was cool.
I couldn't really make out what Barry was saying most of the time, though. I think that scene needed a lot of work, and I think that's why it didn't make it in. It wasn't perfect. It was a start to a Batman Joker relationship, right? But I think the next time we see Joker, he will not look exactly like that. If you put they'll retool it, I think, because I think a lot of people were put off by the edgelord kind of I don't know. There are Jokers that look like that, but that was definitely like a really interesting take. You like from the backside, like that looked okay, right? Like that I'm okay with, but it was like the back. I don't have the picture, but it was like
with the scar, that
when you're looking
one
at
you
the
should
back
show.
of his head,
Yeah,
and it's
the
like
scars.
shaved almost, and I don't know. I think the next time we see that Joker, they'll have retooled and improved things, because
Oh.
I don't think that was in the way he was like slapping around the files. It was very, I don't know. It was hard to follow. It was a cool treat, but why drop a deleted scene like that?
Because there's a big reason why, to get people, not just about BBS,
A month, but a month after its release, we get this deleted scene with the most iconic character aside from Batman, right? A character that we in the film, while we're waiting and watching the film, we're wondering if he'll show up. And then 10 to 30 days later, they're like, "Hey, we did it. Take a look at it."
I got one business reason why I think that they might have done this.
It seems like an odd choice, though.
Well, that you might see at least one or two more before April 19th. And it's the outgoing hype, because that's when its theatrical run ends. And then when its HBO Max runs begins, it is good business to keep it in the conversation any way you can, going from the box office where they've done well into HBO Max, where, in my opinion, hey, what's up, Geek Studios? The people may disagree with me on this, but the true value of the Batman is on HBO Max.
Yeah.
The true value of the Batman is on HBO Max, because
with
right
the spin-offs, and what's up, everybody? Tyrone, Antonio, Sam, Nick, my partner, in the Recovery Brothers, uses this account, and I use that account sometimes too, but clearly it's not me. Eric Z, Nick, and then StreamYard. Hey, StreamYard, you're always here. I know that. I love that. And Just George. Hey, what's up, man? Cycle and Scotty. Guys, what did you think of the deleted scene? Do you think that it was put out? Do you think that maybe this should have been saved for the 4K release as a deleted scene, that maybe attracted people to purchasing the 4K, and market it, right? Like there's a Joker deleted scene in the 4K when you buy it, physical media. That's a way that you sell that. Easy.
I would say
that's
no.
business, bro. That's William. That's business.
When you talk about 4K release, it was just like the theatrical release. There's a middleman. Guess where there is no middleman? Streaming. I mean,
but that didn't come out on streaming. You said,
well, no, but I think you're going to see some breadcrumbs leading up to April 19th. I don't think this is the last one you'll see. I think there's going to be some other nuggets that they'll release, and one big one that Tuesday before that Thursday that release, they'll probably release something else. You know, because like I said, the 4K physical media. I love physical media. I'm a fan of physical media.
I don't have much physical media anymore.
Yeah, I used to have more than that. But for corporations,
you sell it at the Sci-Fi Center.
Yeah, we sell it.
So you have a lot. You have a lot, but
not enough.
But you don't own, like you don't have them at home. No. You have everything at the store. You could get whatever you wanted, but
I could get it in. I mean, because we have vendors, but physical media, it's dying, and really, it's more. And
it really is dying.
Less and less outlets. It's more expensive it becomes to create, and the more expensive it comes from the company. That's why streaming for these corporations is so much more enticing, because it's just they get it all. They 100% of the revenue.
That Penguin spinoff is going to do well. I think it's going to do great.
Yeah.
Colin Farrell, I think, was one of the highlights of the Batman. The way he really tuned himself into the character, became the Penguin, and Oswald. He didn't just become the Penguin. He became Oswald Cobblepot. He became the whole character, and in one fell swoop, right? We see, and in the show is going to be about his rise to, being a kingpin for lack of a better term.
Taking Falcone's place, right? I think it's
taking over for Falcone.
I'm looking forward to it.
Pretty much rising to the top, and I think that's going to coincide with that Gotham PD show, right? Corruption, and so the Penguin is known for corruption or corrupting politicians, the police, right? So that Gotham PD show, it's all about corruption.
They changed that, by the way. It's no longer Gotham PD. Remember, they've changed it into an Arkham Asylum show. It's kind of morphed now.
Wait,
into
what?
Arkham. Yeah, the Gotham PD.
I've been gone for 2 weeks. What?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
What's happening now is what started out as a Gotham PD concept, I believe, has been transformed into a more of an Arkham Asylum, like what's an anthology type series. So which even makes it more.
When did this happen?
This happened a few weeks ago. I think they announced that, Eddie.
Yeah.
I was out of the loop for a little bit.
No, post movie Matrix confirmed it. Yeah.
Yep.
So I was gone. So okay, well, you know what? Maybe I wasn't really too hyped about the Gotham PD show just because of Gotham. Remember the show Gotham?
Yeah.
That's essentially what they did with Gotham. They showed the corruption. They showed the city as a monster, spitting out villain after villain after villain. So maybe this is a better, because an Arkham Asylum anthology, dude, that sounds crazy.
A lot more to work with.
And that sounds crazy. And speaking of crazy, the internet yesterday, as always, guys, the internet yesterday, right? So the internet yesterday was battling between a deleted scene from Matt Reeves' Earth 2, right? Earth 2 Batman, the Batman, and BVS. When I say BVS, I always mean the Ultimate Edition. So like I said. So my question is, again, why did Warner Brothers Pictures drop this deleted scene the same day as the BVS anniversary? I even shared a little picture of myself at my IMAX screening the Thursday before the showing. Could they have tried to prevent trending on social of a film they want or a filmmaker they don't want to associate with, and make it so people, flock to a new Joker instead of remembering the great, great, great film BVS? Well, like I said, the Ultimate Edition, but we don't talk about that part. Again, I think there's something to it. I mean, a lot of people are sharing like the Jokers, like they were doing their like favorite Jokers, in spite of all this, right? So people were saying that this Joker was better than any Joker on screen, from just one deleted scene. And I mean, Heath Ledger's Joker is iconic. Joaquin Phoenix, I mean, the guy did his own thing, and it was great. Jack Nicholson, the classic. Jared Leto, Snyder cut version. Let's just go with that one. That one is the one I like. So that one's the one I'll stick to. All those Jokers, I would take over Matt Reeves' Joker, just by the first impression. Any other Joker.
In my opinion, regarding the WB doing that on purpose, there have been some coincidences before in the past when it comes to that, especially when Ray Fisher said something on social when WB comes out with some new project or whatever. I don't know about this exactly because obviously it comes from what's it called, Radalala.com, I think that's how you pronounce it. That's tied into the Batman, and that's where they announced the Riddler prequel novel, and obviously that's where they showed the scene, and that website is tied to the movie. So I don't know. I think they're going to keep using that website further on to give us more details about the universe. But maybe, I don't know, it could be 50-50 on it if WB did anything or not in terms of overshadowing an anniversary of a movie that came out 6 years ago, or like I said, it's that stuff like this can lead to crazy talk where you think like they're just doing everything on purpose. So that's why
it's kind of coincidental.
Think about this.
I don't believe in coincidence, I should say. It's just ironic that it seems like every time like there's something to do with Zack Snyder, DC drops something to overshadow it, and it's literally like there's a
I don't know if the
track
word
record.
overshadow is the word we should be using though, because where is BVS right now? Where does it sit? It's on HBO Max. All of Zack Snyder's DC movies are on HBO Max. So it's, to me, if I have anything that can connect people to what's going on screen right now in theaters, and a IP that I totally 100% own that's on my streaming service, I do it every time, 7 days a week, twice on Sunday. It's getting into the guys. It's getting into that pool of thought. And the 97% of the population that is not us, that is not underneath the sheets with all this stuff, is just going to make the general connection between the Batman and Batman versus Superman. Because guess what? On April 19th, when this hits the streaming service, it won't just be the people watching the Batman. They're going to get introduced to a whole bunch of other stuff, Snyder stuff, BVS, everything, the cartoons, everything. And it's all in that one platform. So it does them well to make the connection whenever they possibly can.
Yeah. So with HBO Max, the possibilities are endless. And Batgirl's gone into production. Blue Beetle is actually pretty close to going into production, I believe, as well. But that Green Lantern show is super slow to start. I don't know what's going on with that, but what's your guys' take on that? Why is this show not gearing in?
Sounds familiar from another thing I said before.
Can we all agree that this show has been greenlit? No pun intended. Greenlit for a lot longer than Batgirl, Blue Beetle, and they have a concept. They have scripts.
Since 2018, I think it was announced. Funny enough, I think and around the same time it was a movie and they announced the show at the same time. Period, something like that. But obviously we don't have anything, so it's like, damn, like it's been years.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to be longer because your old regime is the one who came up with those things, and the new regime needs time to evaluate it. I mean, like I said, I said last time, I forgot where I was at, that most of these things that we've been hearing about are either going to get halted, delayed, or reassessed. So you're not going to see a Green Lantern move forward.
Look at the Flash.
Exactly.
So what? In my absence, DC has pushed their slate. So now the only 2 films coming out this year, instead of having like 4 or 5 films coming out, 5, right?
Yeah,
instead of having 5 films come out this year, now we're only having 2, and it's Shazam and Black Adam, and we're not getting the Flash. Oh no! We got 3 because the Batman, Shazam, and Black Adam, and then we're not getting the Flash, and what am I missing?
Aquaman.
So what? Yeah, it kind of pisses me off. Do you think that they now this could be a good thing as well?
I think
could have pushed. I think they might have pushed the Flash purposely, and maybe are going to redo some things. What is there any hope there? Is there any hope in this this pushback?
Yeah, I think that it was irresponsible for the current regime to have been gliding all this stuff the past 6 to 8 months, knowing that they were in all likelihood either not going to be there themselves or they were going to be under new management. So what the new management is doing is giving themselves room to reassess things, because The Flash is a very important movie. And you have to stick the landing with The Flash.
It's going to be the, it was the Spider-Man No Way Home, but now it's like the Doctor Strange of Multiverse of Madness, because, everything's kind of riding on this movie. Everything for DC is riding on The Flash. And I think they need to see, I think they probably watched what they had, and they were like, this is great, but let's try some other stuff. Like, we have time. So, or let's make time and think this over. I don't know. I think this could be a good thing. I really do. I think this could be a good thing.
Well, I think it is. Here's the thing: is it should have never come to this. these things should not have been moving forward at the pace that they were moving forward with an outgoing regime. So as much as I wanted to see these movies sooner than later, if you're going to lay down 46 billion or 43 to 46 billion to acquire this company,
the thing is you still, even though the current regime knows that they're not going to be the regime, they still have to please the stockholders or the shareholders and show them that like they're doing things. So they're going to have to continue to make movies until the last fucking minute.
No, and here's why.
They can't stop.
Maybe
3-4 months before the actual changeover. Yeah, that 4 months. Yeah, and then there should be a deadline, like, once everything's finalized. I think it's already happened. Maybe now it's like starting now. You can't introduce any more new things. Everything you have, whatever, that's good, but you can't start anything new. Like, you can't
stockholders
start
would have understood that, though, because remember, the stockholders that are coming over are merging their assets. So
they're probably only getting they're probably only getting, I think what the deal is they're getting 1/3. So no, for every share that they have. Oh, I can't remember exactly what it is.
It's a weird. You're going to hurt your head, but eventually, what it is it's going to be a complete acquisition at the end of it, because Warner Brothers.
Anyone with Discovery stock.
Yeah.
Theirs will get. They'll make money, like they'll gain capital, but anyone with Warner, whatever it is, Warner Media, I don't even know, Warner Media, whatever the fuck. AT&T. Those are gonna split. So like your share, one of your shares is only worth like half a share now. So for every share, you get half. It's a crazy world like that. But the shareholders and the people that invest in the company are still the ones that, like, these filmmakers and everyone, like, they're under them. Like, for, because that's how the world works, and it sucks to go. I mean, it sucks to say, but that's just how the world works, right? The people that give the money and supply the capital to make these films, yes, you're gonna have to answer to those people. It's natural, right? I give you $100,000 to do a project. You answer to me, right?
Yeah, the financier is holding it.
Yeah, exactly. So you know what I mean? The people that are giving the money out, they're or it's the money's coming out of their pockets. Yeah, you're gonna have to answer to them. And you're gonna have to show them, like, yeah, I'm doing what I'm doing. We're gonna, like, look at this Batgirl project. Yeah, this is gonna make us money. So all these things have to be keep moving. But until when?
But here's the problem.
That is a good question, though, William.
Here's a problem.
Until when?
They kept moving, and now, because they kept moving, the new regime is like, hold on, we don't want any leftover problems. We want to make sure that these things that are happening happen enough under our supervision. So, like I was saying the other night, is would Discovery, the people who are probably going to be running this show, have probably been doing in the 9 months that since it's gone on, they've probably been reimagining the way that they would structure things, looking at what is going to happen. So we know the Flash movie, Shazam movies, Black Adam, these movies are going to happen. But what's going to happen up to those movies? What's going to happen? What's going to be the connecting tissue between all these movies? So far, we have never been given that by the previous regime. And that's a problem when you're trying to get people excited about your atmosphere. So I think they've basically taken everything and put a halt to it, put it all on the table to take a look at it and say, this is great, this is great. This could be greater if we did this. This could be greater if we ran alongside this. That's why I think that once the merger had been agreed to, that almost everything that they're going should have been halted under that reasoning. If you just halt it for no reasoning, then it's a shit show. But if you explain to people, hey, we got a different view of what's going to be going on. We can't, this needs to be done right. And we have a lot of connective tissue with both HBO Max, CW, all of our platforms. We want to make sure this is done right. And these guys that are currently there, like I said, are not going to be there for the most part. Right. Some of them are already looking for other jobs. So you have people making long-term decisions that are going to have long-term ramifications, and they're not going to be there to deal with the consequences of those ramifications. So what we have, had they had done that, we probably wouldn't have had these type of delays because we wouldn't have the expectation of these things coming out. How do you put a sizzle reel for things that are
that's what I'm saying, right in front of the Batman?
Yeah,
a sizzle reel of 2022, and then literally a week later, they're like, "Yeah, just kidding."
Well, the just kidding part came from the incoming regime.
Hey, if you go and watch the Batman right now, does that still play?
Yeah,
it still plays.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So that's a problem. That's the outgoing regime making decisions, and then the new coming regime saying no. We need. I
can't believe that if you go watch The Flash right now, that still plays.
Batman. If you can watch The Flash right now, you're doing some.
The Batman. If you go watch the Batman, that sizzle reel still plays. That's the most ridiculous thing. Because first off, that got me excited. I'm not gonna lie. That little sizzle reel got me excited because I was like, yes, this is the year of DC. I was like, this is gonna be an awesome year, right?
Yeah, you got a lot of people excited, man. I mean, but see, I think
there's a lot of things I can see from just the promotional material and what we've seen that there's a lot of goof in this film.
And there's a lot of, like I said, the anticipation would have been so much better if I would have rather gone through a dry spell, and then when stuff happens, it happened right, than have all this stuff rushing to the finish line by people who won't even be the ones finishing the race. And now we have to stall. Now we have to stop. So what's going on, man? So we're running into that. So, but it is what it is. But hey, I got a bolt because I got some customers that just came in. Plus, in 15 minutes I got to go live with my show, and I'll send you a link to that. So, but hey, welcome back, man.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you for showing up.
Try not to invite Eddie on any. No, I'm just kidding.
Eddie's the man, bro.
So salty about Nova's gonna be a big thing.
Dude, don't get me started.
Trust me.
You guys made me stop my day to jump all over that Nova madness. But all right, Ty, man, congratulations.
Wait, where are you doing your show?
It's gonna be on Poindexter Lounge. It's in about 15 minutes, so I got to finish prepping for that. Okay. We're gonna talk about some of the same stuff we talked about now, but some Star Trek, some other geek stuff.
We haven't got to the geek stuff. That, you know what I mean? We haven't even got to the geekier stuff, but definitely. Yeah. I'm definitely interested in popping over. So I'll see you soon.
All right, man. Congratulations. Welcome back, and good luck with Eddie.
Yeah. All right. Whatever. See ya. All right, Eddie. It's just us. It's just us boys now. It's just us men. What's up, Matt Jarbo? No. So next thing we do have. So we're gonna move on from the DC for now. The DCU, I should say, or the DC multiverse, if you want to call it that. Next up, we do have a cool little thing, Paramount Plus. So Eddie, talk to us about Halo. How is it? I did not play the games. I did. I'll be very honest, but kind of like similar with World of Warcraft, right? So guilty pleasure, or for people who don't know. So a guilty pleasure of mine is I really enjoyed that World of Warcraft movie, and I know the people that play World of Warcraft, like the reason that movie didn't get a sequel is because those fans were like, ah! And freaked out. But how is this series in comparison? Like, is this satisfying the core audience that it needs to? Do you think?
I put something in the private chat, but no, I'll get to Halo since I did watch the first episode. Look, I'll say this: I did enjoy it. I even got Paramount Plus, obviously, to watch it because it's exclusively to that streaming service. I enjoyed it. I give it an 8 out of 10. I only played 4 of the games. I'm not that knowledgeable on the backstory and all that stuff that much. But I think obviously when it comes to first episodes of shows, it's for a general audience. It's for they wouldn't turn it into a show. They want to give us exposition and a background about the whole world, the world building, all that stuff. So that's good for the people who don't know or for the people who don't remember that much. I loved some of the things they did. The CGI, the practical effects, the special effects weren't that bad. I know in some moments, because obviously for people who do play the Halo games, obviously it revolves around pretty much aliens. The Covenant is what the aliens are called, but there's different subspecies of all that stuff. I thought that stuff was cool. Some of it did look choppy. I even compared some of it to the actual graphics from the video games themselves. I was like, oh, this looks kind of weird. But no, it was alright. Some moments. There's
I'm gonna
a
watch
bunch
it.
of
I'm gonna
yeah.
watch the first episode after this. But speaking of sci-fi shows that are good, so Apple
Yeah.
TV Plus has this show called Severance with the guy from Parks and Rec. He played the love interest for what's her name? God damn it. I know all their names too. But whatever. I can't think of it right now. So he played the show is amazing. Apple TV Plus has so much good television from Severance to Foundation, Invasion, C, The Morning Show, Ted Lasso, Adam Scott. Thank you, TW. This Apple TV Plus is a must buy, guys. Like it's a streaming service that you need to start taking seriously. But I mean, I'm really excited to watch the Halo episode. I know Eddie has to bounce, so you can bounce, Eddie. I have a few other topics. TW, did you want to jump in for the last couple minutes? I just got a couple things I want to run through. As far as topics go, Eddie, thank you for being on the show tonight. Where can they find you? Where can they get you? Oh, okay.
My bad. I was doing yeah. Thank you. I really had to get going though, but no, it was happy to be there to be here just to talk about the Joker and the potential stuff that WB might be doing. Like I said, I can't claim it, but it was okay. Like I said, I always like joining live streams and having fun. But like I said, if I can't wait to
we're
see
gonna be
further on what
doing
happens with the Batman and all that stuff.
Yeah, and we're gonna be doing whether it's tomorrow or whatever, we're gonna be doing a little pre-recorded thing for about someone or we're gonna be combating hate, Eddie and I. So that'll be good. So Eddie, thank you for showing up. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Have fun on Max's show. All right, guys. So with the Halo thing, I didn't, like I said, I don't watch. I mean, I did not play the games. I'm just starting to play the Arkham games on PlayStation 4. So give me some time. I'll get there. I do want to say this. Speaking of video games, this Sunday, Black Ops and I will be joined by Chad Michael Collins, who played the main character in Call of Duty Modern Warfare. And he's also in a upcoming film. So I'm going to be asking more of the film questions, whereas Black Ops is going to be asking more of the video game questions, and we'll meet in the middle. So it's going to be a really fun episode. Guys, the Morbius reactions as of right now are less than stellar. Now, does anyone in the chat understand? So I keep seeing this thing about release the Keaton Morbius cut. Now, I don't know if the people have seen it. Did they cut the Keaton out of this? Did they cut him out of it completely? Because I that would be terrible. Like that would be the worst thing you could do. But a lot of people, from what I'm seeing, Morbius is a letdown. I was really excited for this movie. I'm still really excited for this movie. I don't care at all what other people say. I always go and form my own opinion. So Antonio says, yeah, I heard he only shows up for one scene. So, and we know that there's multiple outings with them because in the trailers, we've seen them in 2 different locations talking to each other. So we know that there's more scenes with Keaton and Morbius. So yeah, that's God, I hope that's not. I hope maybe they can make some last minute changes and add it back in. If like Sonic or something, I don't know. Speaking of Sonic comes out. Sonic 2 comes out pretty soon. But I don't know. I'm still excited for Morbius. I'm still gonna go see Morbius. I advise that you all go and see Morbius as well. even if it's guys, it's Jared Leto. It's a Marvel production. But something that we do have to be excited for is motherfucking Moon Knight. Now this show looks so the way they are marketing the show is hands down one of the greatest things that I've ever seen. The way they're presenting it as a six episode event, rather than saying it's like a mini series or a limited edition series, they're calling it a 6 episode event. And I think this is going to change the way that we perceive television and cinematic. I think there's going to be the line is going to be just completely decimated with the show. Moon Knight is going to show you that, like, a top caliber hero, well, top, because he's kind of a psycho as well. If you know Moon Knight, he's got multiple personality disorder. He's an alcoholic. He's, etc. So on and so forth. But I think what we're going to see in this Moon Knight show, and I am going to get to see it early, so I'm going to be doing a review for it in a couple days. But I think that this show is going to blow. I think it's going to blow people out of the water. With not the visual effects, but the money that's put into it. This looks like it's something that you'd be going to see in a movie theater, but it's 6 hours of, well, hopefully, because Disney Plus shows have a tendency to be like 22 minutes long. I hope they're hour-long episodes. I heard for the most part that I think they're hour-long episode, if I'm mistaken, but I'd be really disappointed if they were short episodes, like teeny episodes. I'd rather Moon Knight be 6 hours of Moon Knight, because with this character being so complex, you're gonna need that time to flesh this character out. He's talking to himself in half the time in a goddamn mirror. So, I mean, we need to really like hone it in, and I hope it doesn't do the Hawkeye thing where it's slow at the beginning and amps up. What's up, Matt? Long time no see.
Sorry, hold on. I'm having tech issues. Let me change something.
Okay.
Here.
Eric Z says saw first 2 episodes early of Moon Knight. It was really good. Yeah, I'm excited. I hopefully I'm gonna get to watch it. The screener process for the website is kind of shitty right now, so I don't know. I don't really care if I get to see it early or not this time. I'm just really excited for the show because, Oscar Isaac, I think, really dialed it in for this role. And I want to take a look at the final trailer for it because, I mean, it's amazing. And guys, I do want to say this, as always, it really means a lot to me when you guys show up and when you watch the Pop Culture Corner and being so dedicated, being an audience. I know I took some time off, but it's part of the process. I'm really excited about where things are going. It's just me for the most part now. Meta, we're actually doing a video tomorrow, Meta and myself, and we're going to talk about some things. Meta's taking some time off for personal issues. It sucks, but for the most part, it's just going to be me. So yeah, for the most part, it's mostly just going to be me, doing the shows. But I'm going to do them pre-recorded or live. You know me, I could talk to a camera all day. I'm just like that. I could talk to a camera. I could talk to myself all day if I wanted to. But I want to bring in the last little trailer that they did for Moon Knight. Let me get it ready for you guys. I put it in full screen, so now I can't see you guys. I hope I don't get sued for this. A lot of Meta's videos always got the flags.
Hello, man in the mirror. I know you're scared.
All right.
Stephen. There he is. Hello, man in the mirror. I know you're scared. A bit, yeah. I know you're confused. You weren't supposed to see any of this. What are you? Sure you want to know?
What? Like, what the fuck? Like, that's it. Yo, this is dope.
Tell the difference between my waking life and dreams. Am I like some sort of secret agent? It's a little more complicated. We protect the vulnerable and deliver justice. This is the best, worst day of my life.
Yo,
Marvel Studios
yo,
Moon Knight, only on Disney Plus.
not a goddamn thing. Not even a goddamn thing that anyone can watch that one too. Like this show looks so good. Like, oh my god, Moon Knight, guys. Moon Knight has often been compared to Batman, like Marvel's Batman. There's another Marvel character that I think more resembles Batman, but Moon Knight, aside from wearing all white instead of all black, it does have some Batman characteristics. Justice at the nighttime kind of vibe, like, top of the statue kind of sitting. But Moon Knight, is so badass. And I think they really toned it in. Toned it in for dialed it in on tone wise, because this character is a little bit dark. So you're gonna have to go a little bit dark. Like it's that's just how it is. Like you can't do Moon Knight without getting a little bloody. And the CGI in it looks so good. The everything about it looks really good. The dialogue's gonna be really heavy between himself, right? Himself. The dialogue, the inner dialogue is pretty much what we're going to be. That's probably going to be the narration for us, right? Is his inner dialogue. And we're kind of seeing it through those eyes. And I'm really, really excited about it. But thank you guys for showing up tonight, guys and gals. If any gals came, I don't know. But it doesn't look like Jarbo's coming back. I'll be doing so many more videos now that I kind of am buckled down in my schedule, got everything figured out. Renovation is almost done. So the bar, we're halfway done. I wish I could show you, but I can't. Well, actually, I'll do like a little cell phone video of it right now, but it's going across here. And we started a week ago or something like that. So again, I know a lot of people didn't know I was going to be live. I kind of did it last minute. I was going to do more promotion on it, but I'll probably be doing, so the next movie that I'll probably be doing the review for will be Morbius. And then after that is when we'll start doing the showcase shows again. And there is an announcement with that. So it's going to be really fun. It's going to be really fun. Thank you guys for showing up tonight. As always, become a member, guys. It really does help. Again, it's just me now, so paying for everything and, doing what I'm doing. Like, I'm investing in the show. All the monies, like I said, all monies that are earned, I really do go back into the show. And you can tell by what I do. I upgrade equipment all the time. This is a new microphone. So, I always want to get the show. I always want to have the show look, feel, and be better, be more professional, be more stand up, more like a show that you could catch on television, right? Just a quick pop culture drop in, right? So I have this idea for a show that I probably am going to be doing during the week. It's going to be the anything and everything show. We're going to talk about anything and everything, right? Like, from people doing crazy things and getting arrested for them, like, finding little funny police reports, to a little bit more stronger subjects like the war in Ukraine. So there'll be a little bit of both. It's just anything and everything, and it's from the pop culture corner, but it's more like so that show. I work at 10. I start work at 10 a.m. So I wake up at 6 a.m. So I figured from 6 or more like 6:45 because I'd have to have a cup of coffee. 6:45 to 7:45 because I don't have to leave till 9. I will do a show in the morning or record it in the morning. And I want to do that show in the morning by myself. And so I think that's gonna be really fun. It's just gonna be, kind of like a morning radio show that you get to listen to on Spotify or any of those on your way to work. It's gonna be me talking shit. So it's gonna be really fun. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. I love you all. And I'll see you very, very soon.
Antidote to the politics and all those woke storylines in so many shows today.
You can't make this shit up.